See my family, it's me, Master. How are you doing? I'm doing fine so far. We had a great um, journey in Southern Africa. Um, it was amazing. We yeah we saw a lot of things. I wasn't there, by the way, but my team was there and they had a lot of fun. Um, I think this is something that we can do often. Um, they saw different kind of things, but I will invite them here so that they can testify by themselves what they have seen so far in Southern Africa. Um, what we wanted to do and that what we did is I've sent them to the mountains, to the Zulu elders, and to the Nkosa villages. They saw different kinds of valleys. They saw different kind of hills, brooks, and fountains. Um, Traditional things. They also went to Sangoma. I'm not a fan of those kinds of people, but yeah, they saw different kinds of things in Southern Africa, beside going to the city and those kinds of things. So it was very nice. Um, I only heard positive things. Now, the next trip will be from the Mbanza, Congo. Yeah, we're gonna visit the Kimpavita place, school where she was initiated, places where she was burned, and all these kinds of things. We're gonna visit the tree that if this tree loses um, loses something like a fruit or something, then a king must die. We're gonna visit the house of the kings. Then we're gonna go to the Bar Congo. In the Bar Congo, we're gonna see the grots where Kimbangu entered when he fled. This is a big grot where you can enter. It's like a house inside there. You're gonna hear also another perspective from the Bible. You're gonna hear a new perspective from the history of Noah, from the history of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and these kinds of things. They have a complete other um, perspective. They're gonna tell you this kinds of people came from there, and with proofs. That's the funny thing about that. That's why I always say, and that's why I'm also making this video, by the way, to address to GOCC that they are far away from the truth. You know, the truth is not that what the most of the people think it is. Yeah, it's not so easy. But we're going there. We're gonna be in Back Congo. We're gonna see where Kimbangu went to jail. 30 years in jail. Yeah, he was 30 years in jail. I was there. I've been there. Um, and they say that if it rains, the rain doesn't fall in. Let's see, maybe it will rain on this day, and let's see if the rain will fall in into this house, because I saw it had no roof. Then after that, we're gonna be in Kinshasa, and there in Kinshasa, we're gonna have some fun. It will be easier hoteling and easy eating something, trying to make it in the area of Congo Brazzaville where the bridge is. Maybe we're gonna meet one or two stars over there. Yeah, something like that. Good. This will be next year, beginning next year, middle next year, something like that. Nothing special. Now, for now, Mbote, greetings, Salama, Yenge Kino, Yenge, yeah. and you're highly welcome to the Bantu channel. We give it all Kimbo and glory to the Most High Tatanzambi Yamazulu. Here we are. Now, let me start like this. Uh, Let me start like this. In this world, in this world, we love to see that everything that you see that is precious. This is what we call it has more value than those things that we don't see. But I have learned over the years that darkness is light and light is darkness. Everything is upside down. What does it mean? That what you see is that what is unreal. That what you don't see is that what will be real. Okay? Um, we are living in fantasy. Okay? A fantasy. We are living a lie. That's why in the scriptures Isaiah say, "This is not my world," because his world is completely different. Because he said, "This is not mine." So you're living a lie. When we accepted the lie, okay, black, yeah, what we are became bad. White became so precious, so nice, so good, you know. And people are like, "Oh, the Most High must be light. Everything in him is light." Then I was asking myself, why do we have so many bad things over here? Why have the Most High bad angels and good angels and you use them both? And this will be one of my videos that I also will do very soon about King Solomon, or to explain a little bit more about Apocrypha and the Book of Enoch, and how our forefathers have used um, evil things to, or what people would call as evil. Because what is evil? Yet the Tanzambi said to Saul, "Fight your enemies, kill all of them." Yeah, people would say, "Hey, how can the Most High say to Moses, kill the Pharaoh? How can the Most High say to Elijah, kill the queens of Baal?" No, the Most High don't want anyone to be killed. So you see, so the Most High is shadow, then that's why you are black. Black means secret. Everything that is secret is that what other people see directly as precious, because precious things are in secrets. Everything that you see directly is not a secret. It's not a precious thing. Do you get it? So they see Israel, for an example, this Israel over there. They see it as a precious place, as the holy place. But it had you go through history, and that place, that small area right there, was never holy. This you can go to the time of Osman Ataturk, the time of the Crusades, the time of Egypta, yeah, because it's Africa over there. There was never a Middle East, okay? There was never a Middle East. It doesn't even exist, okay? This is Palestine, okay? This is a fact. 1948, it became Israel. Okay, this is how it is. And before that, people have fought for this little piece over there, only because our forefathers, the Congo people, the Congo speaking people that lived in Egypta, that because we lived also in Egypta, we are the pharaohs, some of us. Okay, we went to Assyria, to Syria, Lebanon, Tripoli, and etc. etc. Yeah, we went all to western part of Africa because of migrations, because of wars that we had, because of slavery. Yeah, we had we did um, exchanges, businesses with the Islam, with Ishmael. Yeah, yeah. This is how it was. We in Abizana was there. What you have, the Sudanese, Ethiopians, Somalis. Yeah, we did businesses with them, and later we fought against them. Yeah, these are the Canaanites. That's what the Bible says. These are the Canaanites. Yeah. So the Bible is also talking about that. Yeah, that you have the Put, Ham, uh, you have Mizraim. Yeah, they are called Hams, and the Hamites, and they're all over Africa and above Israel, Palestine. These are all these people are Hamitic people. Yeah, you have this Moors, then you have they took these names Moors, they took this Ham name even up to the Europe because these are the Hamitic people. Yeah, tall people, tall, big heads like this, big heads like this. Yeah, it's well known that people went to the first people, the black people lived in Asia. Those Khoisan and all these kinds of people, these people wasn't Bantus. Yeah, you will see Bantus here and there, under Somalia, somewhere in Sudan, here and there. But the whole history starts with when the Mosai say, with this great migration, when the Mosai say, leave Egypt. And what did he say? Go back, go back to your forefathers' house. Go back to the house of Yael. Okay? Yeah? He said, go back. It means we came from there, we went to Egypt, and he said, go back where you came from. Okay? So when did this happen? It happens many years before a Isaiah story came with Romans and a Titus Empire, with Timotheus, with a Roman Bible story, with a story of Judas. Okay? Do you get it? The Ancient Testament talks much more about Africa. This is where you get every so-called Hebrew Israelite movement. When you take our Bible, and I hope I will get my books back into Amazon so that you can see by yourself, you have every single tree, valleys, fountains, streets, our names, um, animals. You have what do you have? Treasures like copper, gold, zinc. It's in the Bible, and you will even find names from kings. This is an African, so-called African, but sub-Saharan African stories and places. Yeah, you will find Congo, there's Zimbabwe, where you will find every name from Africa in the Bible. Okay, which means the Ancient Testament, yeah, shows us much more, yeah, who we were in the Scripture than the New Testament. Okay, the New Testament for those the most of us, especially those Christians, is like wow. Now it starts. The Most High went now to Asia, start marrying up with the Caucasians to Rome, etc. etc. He became now a multitude. Okay, Jesus is something like mixed race. He must come from Syria. They spoke Hebrew. They spoke whatever. What? Okay, so many things, many things are easier to explain if we just start with Exodus, the book of Exodus 20, with the laws of the Most High. The first law, yeah, and the everlasting law, he say, I am your God. Okay? If someone asks you, who is your God? But I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I am a Negro. I am black. Do you see that? This is not your God. Who is your God? You answer, easy. To every nation to this world. The Most High have never done this to any other nation. He took us out of the furnace of Egypt. Like he put America today to become the leader of the whole world, in the same way he did it in the time of Egypt. Okay? He gave them so much power so that he can prove the whole world that he's the Most High. And he took his people. out of Egypt. To bring them where? Where? Okay? To bring them back home, where you will find milk and honey. You don't have milk and honey in the Middle East. Brothers and sisters, just they fight every day. They're beating up the Palestinians. And no one is saying this is terrorism. No one's saying this is a crime. No one is standing up against those things that is happening. They're bombing children's, they're bombing villages, they're bombing schools. No one is saying something about that. So I don't want to go too deep into Ukraine, all these kinds of things. Everyone knows what is happening. I mean, what's going on? We are fighting all the time in Africa, dying and all these kinds of things, and no one is fighting for us or saying anything about us. Like I always used to say, Michael Jackson has said it very clear. I don't want to say anything or something. They don't care about us. So this was a Black American. So if America think that they people care about them, I don't know. We are all in the same boat. Okay, and we shouldn't look for our housing somewhere where it's not. We have to know what is ours. Now, what is happening here? Many years ago, the Most High said, this is the story of Cassiopea. This is the story of in the Bible. This is also a very well-known stories all over the by Bantu migrations. Okay, we went up and down, but there was one migration that is well mentioned in the Bible. It's called Exodus. We came from the eastern part, or let's say Central Africa, Sudan, or Upper or Lower Sudan, and we went back to the Congo Basin, western part of Africa, southern part of Africa. Okay, and this means that we lived there many years after they came in the 1600s. Thousands of years we lived already in Africa. And you have to remember, we met also people over there. Some of our people and some of strangers of the Hamitic. That's why it said Jacob will be a stranger in the land of Ham. Africa is called the land of Ham. And it's our mother. Okay? Africa is a mother. Okay? That's why it said that Israel above is in captivity. But that Israel, that is the true one, is free because it's our mother. This is how it is called in the Bible too. It's free. Free. Free for what? You will see in 5 years what it means to be free. Yeah? Now, let us enter into some facts. Okay, let me also play the video, what they say. Okay, now I know why I had my thing on. Okay, I have to put it on again.
Original Israelites, Israelite territory. It only confirms that we were the people who once held Judea, once had Israel. So just because we go into Africa and name it after the lands we remembered doesn't mean it was the original land. So you're going to hear people with that garbage doctrine. Okay, there is no true Israel in Africa. That's a lie. Okay? It's a lie from the pits of hell. So let me put that out there right there. If you have anybody coming coming to you with that garbage doctrine, know that they have been bewitched. Okay? That means they don't even know what a map looks like. Okay? You can look at a map and see the geography based on the 4 rivers of Eden. The 4 rivers in the beginning gives you a geographical point to know where Israel is today.
So very good. Even Eden is very well known that Eden is in Africa and was in Africa. Even in science, they will tell you that Eden is Africa. Okay, so like I always used to say, we used to fight against the African American brothers now 10 years, 10 years, and now after these years, they're like, "Whew, now these people are coming, Africans, Africans." I mean, I was out in Germany having a little bit fun, and I have my star. And this white dudes, who are you? Hey, you guys are coming. This is how it is. Black Americans are so whitewashed. And they're like, wow, we tried everything and they're still coming. And they are still coming. And they are still coming. And now, what should we do? What should we do? Yeah, this is life. Yeah, it is like it is. Even science shows us Eden is in Africa. It was always Africa. Only if he wants to show us that Eden is in Arabia, then he's like a Muslim or something like that. But we know that uh, we don't have this kinds of animal in the desert there in Arabia. We don't have any animals in the Middle East there. Even if the people wants to tell me that Noah's boat or ship landed into Ankara in Turkey, I didn't see any um, uh, omnicorn or different kinds of horses or lions or anything in Turkey. Nothing. No gold, no nothing there. So it's a big lie. Lie. Okay? That's it. But it's good because they hate Africa so much. They hate us so much, that they will lose. Like I said, the most I put Pharaoh on this place, he put him there and said, stay there. So that I can show you and prove you that the lowest will be the first and the first will be the lowest. You can do whatever you want. You can show yourself that you're the holy man and you're good by drinking and sipping your alcohol and doing whatever, what with your hoes and bitches and whatever. But later, dude, yeah, then you will see if I am so righteous and I love everybody because I'm gonna kill you. That's it. Okay, let's go deeper. Everything has its time. Great. Let's go. Now, can I do view? 100%. 100% is okay. I think that's good. Okay, here we are. As you can see, the Middle East was always Africa, like Arabia was also Africa because the Ishmael is an African Hamite. Okay, Ishmael, his mother was Hagar. Okay, I hope I'm sharing the screen. Do I? Yes. And if I'm going to Hagar, Ishmael, mother Hagar. Is this German now? Yeah, here. Abraham's firstborn son, Hagar, Ishmael became the progenitor of the Ishmaelites and generally taken to be the Arabs. Okay, very good. And Hagar, sorry, Hagar Bible story. Let me just translate fast. So Hagar, first born, second wife. Here, Hagar was an Egyptian. So Ishmael is a Hamite. So Arabia is also Africa. It's also a nice thing that the most of the people do not even know. Okay, Arabia is also Africa. Okay, just for you to know. Well, good. That's why today they divided our country. They make it smaller from Mesopotamia up to the central or southern part of Africa, that land that was given to Abana. But oh, good. That's why he is also called the father of all nations, right? Yeah. Today we have all nations, but this doesn't mean that you can come to our territory and say that's yours. Or we see that your territories are broke. Broke. Wait, before I start to show things, let me see, say something. Did I share? Did I? Look at this. We have Kim Jong Un in this moment. Kim Jong Un, that guy is broke. They have no food, and he said he would give Russia how many soldiers? Like 50,000 or 100,000, something like that. Soldiers, so that Russia can give him food. Italy, no chance for agriculture no more. Spain, hey, they're trying to grow agriculture. It's growing like this. No tomatoes, no nothing, no vegetables, nothing. And they were the ones giving us vegetables to in Germany and those kinds of things. And German, um, they never could do agriculture because the land wasn't good either. We go to Southern America, Northern America, to the our brothers over there, brothers and sisters. They earth, the earth from them, it's done, done. Okay. Now, in this moment, Europe is running out with 18 billiards of euros to invest in Africa because the Chinese and the Russians do it too, and they come way too late. Yeah, because the most of the good places, those people took it already, and they can't do anything but invest because in like 5 years, brothers and sisters, you guys that sit there and do Netflix and chill today with that one, and then with this woman right here, and those nice bands. Oh, I love my wife so much, but I have two others outside there. I mean, I understand it's America. You can do what we want. Wow, it's good. You're in Germany, you can do what you want. But look at this. In 5 years, you have no water. Here around Germany, Poland, and those places, we have more than five big valleys or rivers. They dried off. They dried off. Okay? We have so many plants and trees in this moment burning all over the places. Yeah. Why is this not happening in the sub-Saharan Africa? Yeah. Yeah. Where you have the biggest forest that you have on earth. Okay. I heard the Amazon is bigger, but the Amazon is not a forest no more because just are just wood that you can just smoke weed with it and throw it away because you can't do anything with it. It doesn't help us. Okay, so the Most High is kicking people's butts and is showing them very clearly, look, I am in Africa. I am an African. I am a crispy black nigga. I am those what you call poor. I am nigger, negro. I am darkness. And I will bring darkness to you. People are like, no, we're gonna see light is coming. I know that Lucifer, the morning star that the most of us pray to. I mean, if you're watching TVs, you want always to see what you want to see, but the world doesn't look like that. Okay, I just want to tell you guys. Okay, everything that happens to Isolele, because everything had to start with Isolele, will happen now to the nations. Okay, I know among us we have always people saying, yeah, we are, but they are not. Okay, they are not. Okay, and the Most High will show it. The Most High will show it. Good. Let us continue. I could go even deeper if it comes to war, etc., etc. Yeah, because many people don't see those kind of things that is happening. Yeah, um, the whole world, yeah, the whole world is shaking because the economy is down. When Russia and all these kind of people they come with their own currency, my goodness, where do you want to go with the dollar? I come with my Kwanzaa from Angola and I will buy cars and everything. You will just throw, you are empty. Okay? So it is just a matter of time that everything that what Simon Toko have said, everything what this Kimbango has said, you guys will, you, the whole world will start calling these people's names. You will have a coin with the face of Kimbangu inside of it. Not Jesus, but Kimbangu will be inside your coin. Boom. Okay? Just will tell you guys. You can call us the bigger sorcerer. You called these people sorcerer. Yeah, the white people, they make my bridges. They are building cars. They're doing so. You are bringing them up. You made them to become gods. Like Putin has said, you made them to become gods. You will see that God will fall. The whole world, read Habakkuk 2, the whole world will go against Babylon and the oppressor. Okay? The whole world will go against America. Then you black guys can go, let us fight because we are black Americans, we are Indians, bro. We're gonna fight against you guys. Remember what I have said. One kingdom will fall and the other one will rise. Now, as you can see in this map, um, when the Most High say that Isolele is big, then he say Isolele is big. Okay? Okay? The chosen one, yeah, they have to inherit a big part of the world. And this big part of the world must have different kinds of natural resources. It must have conditions where the Most High proves the world wrong. Okay? When we came from Egypt, he said, you will not live in the same way like you lived in Egypt. Because now um, your agriculture, your food will be healthier. Okay, because he said you will go and eat for defiled food under the nations. That's what we do now. He said no, but in the land where you come from, everything comes from nature, and I am your God. And I will feed you, and I will give you the materials that the whole world is using now for Mama Kachopia. Okay? Without Africa, no world. Africa is the world. Okay? Now, first of all, we have to ask ourselves, why was Africa made smaller on the maps? The world map you are probably familiar with is called the Mercator Projection, okay? Which was developed all the way back in 1569 and greatly distorts the relative areas of land masses. It makes Africa look tiny and Greenland and Russia appear huge. In reality, the actual size of Africa's land area is 30 million square kilometers, 11.7 million square miles. Yeah. Why is that important? Because in the Bible, it says in Genesis 13:14 to 16, okay? And it said, and Congo said to Abana, after Lot had separated from him, lift your eyes now and look from the place where you are, northward, southward, eastward, westward. Okay? Not like they said, oh, we are now east, how do they call it? Israel and then east Israel or whatever. Something like that. My goodness. Okay. For all the land which you see, I give to you and your descendants forever. forever. I love that. Forever. And I will make your descendants as the dust of the earth, which means we're going to multiply ourselves. Yeah. This has something to do with polygamy that is coming. So that if a man could number the dust of the earth, then your descendants also could be numbered. This means that the land of TMH gave to his people was beyond imaginations in size to hold all the treasurers, and population explosion will need a massive land mass so everyone can live with all the resources that is needed to build a kingdom. Ingeta. Let me see if I'm sharing. Okay, people are watching. The landmass that Israel today has is 20.770 kilometer long, which includes 445 kilometers of inland water. The population in Israel are 8.5 million since 2022. Let's compare this to Africa. The current population in Africa is 1 billion. Okay, as of Monday, June 2022, based on the latest United Nations estimate, Africa population is equivalent to 16.72% of total world population. But according to the UN data, Israel's population is equivalent to 0.11% of total world population. So who is fulfilling the prophecy in Genesis 13, 14, and 16, and many other prophecies that speaks against those people? If we only use South Africa as a gauge to see the comparisons to Israel, you will be shocked. South Africa is approximately 1.219 square meters, while Israel is approximately 21.937 square meters, making Israel 1.8% the size of South Africa. This is not including the rest of the landmass in Africa. Here as some comparison of Israel and other small land masses around the world. Look at Michigan. And it's not even Michigan, it's the lake of Michigan. And Israel passes into a lake. Look, New Jersey. Yeah. Look at Israel here, right here. Big as New Jersey. Vancouver Island. Or Taiwan. Do you know Taiwan? The one that has some problem with China right now, and China is saying they will kick American people's butts if they try them to hinder to conquer Taiwan or to tell Taiwan what they have to do. All this shows that the American power is down. Okay. Now, is Tanzania a liar? Because it says in Deuteronomy 26 and 9, Exodus 3 and 17, Exodus 32 and 3, Leviticus 20 and 24, Numbers and 13:27, Numbers and 14 and 8, Numbers and 16 and 4, Jeremiah 11 and 5. He brought us to a huge place, a huge place, a huge place, a land flowing with milk and honey. Okay. Should I make it part two or should I continue? Huh? That's how it is. Okay. I have so much information, yeah, that just show you, yeah, that this is pure ignorance. Yeah. I mean, if you have a slave, huh? A slave, you punch him, you did the worst system to him, yeah, and you have him, let's say, 30 years long as your slave. And the day that you will tell him you're free, do you know what he will do? What will he do? He will come in front of you and say, I want to be a slave for more than 100 years more because you are my father, you are my God. Without you, what should I do? I am born a slave. I will be always a slave. A slave is a slave. Okay? That's wrong. That's wrong. We have to wake up and to start loving each other. Okay? We don't love each other. Okay? That's the only thing. The slave, yeah, if he's free now, what does he need? School, informations. He needs good people around him. He needs people that know about science, politics, agriculture, agronomy, you know, all these kind of things, so that he can start building up. What will he do? Maybe he will run away and find a place, find a family, starting to find some other people as well. And now the next move that his slave will do, he will always remember his slave master. First of all, he will be always scared that his slave master will come back and do to him the worstest thing that he have seen before. I'm talking about Black America and everyone that grew up in slavery and have the slave mentality. This slave guy will be do the next thing, but he will do what? He will try to find somewhere a white woman or something like that so that he can mix up. He will try to find white people somewhere, everywhere. Please come to my country. That is the African government. Come to my country. Take my country. Do whatever what you want to be to do with my country. Okay, so that we can develop. Next move, he will go to the center of the spirituality of those who raped, killed, and molested him, his children, his wife, his uncle, his daddy, his mom. He will go back there where he saw Satan personally to do the same again so that he can be a buckman again for those people. And that's why, yeah, the most I say, I don't need thousand, I don't need 1 million, I need one or two. And um this concept that of one of two, the scriptures talks very often about it when he said the two witnesses, Isaiah will come and judge and all these kinds of things. Because the most of us, if it comes to that, the most I will say, go like Elijah, go and fight the king of Baal. What will happen? Maybe we're going to do it, but later that we will be even like Elijah saying, Father, take me home because I can't live here no more. And I understand that people are scared. I understand that people do not want to write books and to spend their little coins for their people, and others are stealing from you and others are lying to you, but you're still moving forward, trying to build up your people. It's very hard. But in end effect, no one, no one will change our situation beside us, ourselves. That's why I don't trust certain people. And I do my things mostly alone. Now, let us continue. If you go to all these Bible verses, it shows you very clear that Isolele, yeah, where our forefathers went to, is and it was all the time in Africa. Let's start with Israel and how it's doing today in the world economy for natural resources. So I asked these questions to Google. Does Israel have a lot of natural resources despite being in the otherwise oil rich? In this moment, brothers and sisters, we have so many countries that have no oil. And gas became so expensive. and it will become even more. Why does the Middle East have no gas, no oil? Is the Most High a fool or what? Israel is famously low on natural resources, and Saudi Arabia, is exhausted. Do you know that? Do you watch news? Saudi Arabia is exhausted. It is done. You see those people smiling. It's done, dude. The country's economy stability is largely due to its advanced high-tech sector and agriculture, rather than its population of raw materials. Questions: how do you build advanced high-tech sector when your country Israel is famously low on natural resources? That's the funny part. You have to know that the Moses said when we went from Egypt, right? He said, I will take you out of Egypt so that you don't do the agriculture in the same way like you did it in Egypt because it's a desert. Okay? It's a desert. The funniest thing is you have a weather that it can become very hot, even very, very hot, too hot, and later uh, it becomes so cold that you can die in the desert in those places. You die. So cold. And no tree, nothing, okay, can grow over there. Nothing. In this Middle East, in this Arabia, in these areas from Somalia, and now it's coming to Kenya, it's coming all over those places, and you will see these kinds of things. Okay? Because the Most High is justice. Now, the country's major economic sectors are technology and industrial manufacturing. The Israeli diamond industry is one of the world's centers for diamond cutting and polishing, amounting to 23.2% of all exports. Israel is relatively poor in natural resources and consequently depends on imports of petroleum, raw materials, wheat, motor vehicles, uncut diamonds, and production inputs. The country nearly total reliance on energy imports may change in future. Okay, so what you see here, those people, they are the biggest importers of resources. Okay, and he became now one of the richest people by manufacturing diamonds, cutting them, and having a huge diamond industry. Where do diamonds come from? Not from the Middle East. There is not one diamond. But if you see the Most High, He is the girdle son. He had the copper, He had the stones of marble, of jasper, of carbuncle. In His face, I saw the Most High, He was full of stones. You can't look at the Most High, He was full of stones and power. My goodness. We call the white man Putu, Putu, which means poor. Here, even poor, the name Putu's here. Poor, Putu, poor. The white man, these people in Venezuela and all those people in the Caribbeans, the Mayans, the Chinese, they are poor people. And you worship, oh yeah, we are in America, yeah, we are the best. Oh, yeah, we are the Germans. You will see the economic dynamism of Israel has attracted attention from international business leaders such as Microsoft founders Bill Gates, investor Warren Buffett, real estate developer and former US President Donald Trump, as well the telecommunication giant Carlos Slim. Each entrepreneur has invested heavily across numerous Israeli industries beyond the traditional business activities and investments back in their home. This makes no sense at all. I thought it said in the Bible that TMH will give you a land flowing with milk and honey, but all I see is them removing resources from one place and dropping it off in their land to build themselves up. And you can go and look by yourself. Saudi Arabia resources. Mm, let's see if I will find something like that. Saudi Arabia big water problem. Saudi Arabian drained our water resources. Rich is the Saudi Arabian rich? How much oil is left? Okay, yeah, a desert and huge, yeah, and they have put a big farmland. Okay, very small people, but it won't help. It won't help. It won't help, and you will die, dudes. And believe me, I will sing the song, man, because we are many. I'm waiting Babylon to fall. Oh my goodness. I always said one day I have to break down the apocalypse. I think people will think I'm crazy. I think one day I have to break down the Revelation book. This will be a nice party, man, on YouTube. Wow. Good. These liars, they support each other with nuclear weapons and food and etc. etc. I really remember my father when they came to Europe. Portugal was looking like like the huts from a tribe somewhere in the Namibia. This is how Portugal looked like. Okay, but look how the white people put themselves together and supported each other. Okay, this is what I say. We had a separated England. We had a separated Germany. We had a separated China. We had a separated America, but all of them are united today. The same thing we can do too. Where's the problem? Okay, now all good. Um, Now in September 2010, um, Israel was invited to join the OECD. Israel has also signed free trade agreements with the European Union. The United States, the European Free Trade Association, Turkey, Mexico, Canada, Ukraine, Jordan, and Egypt. On the 18th December 2007, Israel became the first non Latin American country to sign a free trade agreement with the Mercosur trade bloc. Okay. Does Israel export anything? Israel's main export are cut and uncut diamonds, pearls, and other precious metals and stones. 33% of total exports electrical machinery and equipment, mechanical machinery and appliances, sound and TV recorders and reproducers and computer equipment 22% and chemical products 11%. With other words, yeah, you have here a business people, you have here people that steals from others, according to Revelation 2 and 9. Okay, these people are liars and imposters, and what? The devil. Okay, the devil. Yes. Now, does Israel have a lot of diamonds? Today, Israel is one of the world's largest exporters of Polish diamonds and a major center of the trade in roof diamonds as well. About one third of the global roof diamonds production is imported to the Israel Diamond Exchange each year from where it finds its way to the world markets. There are no diamonds mines in Israel. The stock held by the Diamonds Institution located in Israel came from all over the globe. What is a diamond exchange? A diamond exchange is a place where diamonds are traded. This makes no sense because when we look at the amount of diamonds Israel has mined from its own lands, it's absolutely nothing. So, how can you be one of the world's largest exporters of Polish diamonds? Where do the diamonds come from? Now, the fastest growing export markets for diamonds of Israel between 2019 and 2020 were United Arab Emirates, Botswana, Denmark, uh, and imports 2020 Israel imported 2.65 billion in diamonds, becoming at the seventh largest importer of diamonds in the world. How much diamonds does Africa produce? In 2016, a total of 59.33 million carats of diamonds were produced in Africa from mines. How much diamonds does Africa produce? Africa is the world's largest, the world's largest producer of diamonds, producing as much as 50% of global production. To date, Africa has produced over 75 in value of the world's diamonds, with more than 1.9 billion carats worth and estimated US 158 billion mined. Angola, yeah, I know that Angola must be the first. Botswana and South Africa are the leading producers of diamonds. We in Angola, we have the diamonds, we have the oil, we have the copper, we have all these things. And this is the funny thing about all this. Yeah? It's the funny thing about all this. Yeah? These people, these people, they can't live without Africa. They call themselves Isolele, like the African Americans used to tell them, yeah, we came from the Middle East, we will go back to the Middle East, we are the Israelites. And the book, the Bible, has a lot of lies into it as well. What is a lie? A lie is that, you know, that things are exchanged or taken out, removed. And this is a lie. This is how you lie to someone. You take one baby that looks better than the other. Okay, you exchange it and tell the other, tell the family it's your baby. Okay, so what's going on? It's not their baby. What's going on? It's not. It's you lied to them. Okay, this is a lie. Okay, so that's why we have to be very careful here. Now, all good. Now we understood, because this will be made a video, by the way, because you can see gas, they have no gas. Okay, okay, and then you can also see how diamonds will be found. Okay, to make a video about that. I think the rest is not so important. You have here a lot of Bible verses that shows you, yeah, how the Most High have made Congo so beautiful. You have the land that drinks in rain often falling on it, and that produces crops useful to those whom it's for farmed, received, and blessing of the Most High. I brought you into a fertile land to eat its fruit and rich produce, but you came and defied my land. So you see, so and the animals, so the Most High gave us, there is nothing with the Middle East, nothing. Yeah, um, I don't know what they think or believe, but a something's wrong. Someone is lying here. Someone is lying here. Yeah. Okay, that's an hour. Um, pray for us, brothers and sisters. We are all humans, and it was always funny when I, because I'm a very impulsive person, and I'm like always asking myself why the Most High is not finishing off the bad people, and it was always funny that they themselves answered and said, "The Most High also loves us." Do you know what? He does. He created them. Let them do what they have to do. Let everyone think what he wants to think. Let everyone make and believe and do what he wants to do. And at last, the most I would say, Master was right. Yeah? This people was right. This people was wrong. This people was wrong. And you have to say, what was my way? What did I do? How did I lead my people? Or how did I help my family? What did I eat? What did I, this is how it is. This is what I understood. If someone is stealing, I said, just do whatever you want to do. If someone is killing, kill. It's not my problem. This is how you are. Because if I go there and tell him, don't kill, don't do that, he kills me. Okay? How much money did I invest into all these teachings and all this? How many times did Amazon take my things out? Facebook. How many thousands of euros? Two big cars, maybe. But I never give up. Huh? Now I'm going to Angola making this, you know. It's always like this. Everyone has his ways. The most I will not come down and say, Maza, do you know what? Hey, man, I will give you 2 million more because you are helping me. I don't believe that. He will not. He will watch me from there. Will he do? Will he do? And that's why the most of the people don't like the Most High's ways. Because it looks like he do not even help or he do not even exist. It's crazy. He's good and bad, accepted or not. This is life. Thank you very much for listening. And Isolele is in Africa. And it was always in Africa. Yeah. And it will always be in Africa because everything goes back to Africa. Yeah. And if they want to challenge us, this is the funniest thing. If these people want to challenge us, it's easy. It's not about GOCC. We know how GOCC, IOSC, all these people with this fake 12 tribe chart. We know how they started. And we know, yeah, that they never wanted, uh, a challenge like here, one on one, like they do with Cap Malone and stuff like that. Come online, come with your evidences. I will come with mine. Yeah. Come with your Hebrew language. I will come with my language. Come with your, if you have some alchemy, mystical powers. I don't believe so. You're a Christian. That's what you are. Yeah. I will come with mine because I believe in my ancestors. Okay. This is what I do. Okay. Then we see. Okay. Then we see. Let's change. Let's rumble. Okay. But they would never do. They will always call Africa, blah, 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 bambuza. Yeah. But if they come to Africa, yeah, no one of them want to go home. They spend all the money on bitches. They spend all the money on things. No one of them want to go home. They do the worstest things, and then they start asking people, please help me out here. It's crazy. It's crazy. The only thing that I can say is let my people go. Let my people go. Because not everyone is a fool.